Buzelis stood on business and came out and said he wants to win Most Improved Player this year. I'm here to talk about why this could be an uphill battle with some notable names that could potentially be right there in the competition for that award. And the Bulls talked about physicality during media day. Do you guys have belief in that? Y'all know we gonna talk about it, break it all down, but you know you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Boys podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on another episode of Shy Boys podcast. So if y'all tuned in, locked in, ready to talk more Bulls basketball, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Me personally, truly excited for what's to come next week when we get to see our Chicago Bulls kick off the preseason. Y'all know it's going to be lit. Y'all know it's going to be live. And we just going to see what's going to happen this upcoming season. But I want to start this episode off by talking about my man's Montez Buzelis. That young boy make me so proud, bro. He give me so much hope, and I just hope that he can live up to all the expectations. One thing I really, really love is obviously the things that you see on the court. But I always say, man, what separates the goods from the greats is the mentality. It's the mentality. Obviously, you got to have all those things intertwined and be a part of, what you're doing. But a guy that believes he's good and put in the work, he can't match up to a guy that believes he's great and put in the work. Oh my God, that's a boss. Somebody go ahead and give me 2 snaps. I ain't gonna lie to you. But hey, I love Montez Buzelis mentality, man. Thinking about it and not selling yourself short. He could have came in and just flat out in the media day and said, man, I just want to get better. I just want to go out there and average a little bit more points and just help my team win games. No, set that bar high and see if you can go out there and grasp that goal so you can check it off. Because I think that when you set goals for yourself and you know where you're going, you give yourself a better chance. Yes, during that journey, you can fall down. During that journey, you can have a couple trials, a couple tribulations, a couple slip-ups, a couple falls, a couple things that deter everything. But at least you knew where you were headed. And Montez Buzelis knows where he wants to go. And another thing, the comments that comes from him, the hunger to be great that comes from him, the willingness to let people know publicly and privately, coach me hard, coach me tough, criticize me, hold me to the standard that you held a defensive guy that was just here in Alex Caruso. I want to be held to that standard as an all defensive guy. Talk to me and coach me so I can be one of those top defensive guys in this league. And I love it because we know the athleticism can help him gain points, but the defensive side is going to help him gain recognition fast. I ain't going to lie to you. If you can combine the two, it's going to be great for him. I love the comments, the benchmark for success as a team to win a championship. That's the benchmark for me, at least. I want to win Most Improved Player of the Year. Now, Montez, this is where we got to call for conversation. This is absolutely going to be very, very interesting. And I said it once we broke media day that Montez Buzelis wants his coaching staff to hold him to that standard. So us as fans have to hold him to that standard. Does not mean we have to go out there and be disrespectful, but it does mean that we are going to hold Montez Buzelis to that standard. Now, winning Most Improved Player is going to require him to go out there and elevate his point total, elevate his production, elevate a lot of areas of his game. And he has shown that he can take steps forward. I once remember him telling Zachary Richardson pretty much, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm better at everything in you in life. I love the kid. I love him. But some notable names this upcoming season that could be in the running for most improved player should give us a little bit of some positivity to believe that it's very, very capable that Monty Buzelis can do it if he hits the ground running. We got Denny Avadija. We got Amen Thompson. We got names like Scoot Henderson, names like Benedict Mathurin. Hey, I like those players too. But I'm not saying Monty Buzelis is going to be completely out of it because those are some notable names that could potentially win the most improved player award according to Fox Sports. One thing when you look at Amen Thompson, you say this mofo, if he get the jump shot, he on superstar pace. But guys still got to prove it, right? Then you look at Scoot Henderson. Struggled a little bit to start his career, but started to find his way. Cool. Denny, I like Denny. I ain't gonna lie to you. Denny can hoop. So we like, I bet. And then Benedict Mathurin, you seen him in the playoffs elevate himself. So there is some competition for this, and it's not a gimme for Monty Buzelis. But there is nobody on the potential list. The list is longer, obviously, but I'm not going through all the names. I'm not even going to hold you, gang. I'm not going to do that. But it does not make me pause and say that Montes is completely out of it. It honestly gives me some encouragement to say he can compete with these guys. Obviously, on the basketball court, you want to see Montes Buzelis take steps forward on the offensive side of the ball and get better on the defensive side of the ball. The same thing could be said for all these players that was just named. I think the biggest thing is going to come down to the mindset that Monty Buzelis have, or all these other candidates, potentially, they're not candidates right now, but all these potential candidates, we'll say that, potential candidates, it's going to come down to mindset and how do you improve. It's the most improved player. So if Montes averaged about 13, 14 points last season, Montes, we got to see an uptick in point total. We got to see an uptick in reboundings. And you can very well help yourself with all them damn block shots that I believe is on the way. You can damn sure help yourself with all them steals. I think that's going to be on the way. You can damn sure help yourself with that defense that I think is about to be present and visible on the basketball court for yourself. Now, I always say this. I have my beliefs, but I'm not going to go out there and jump off the porch, guys. Absolutely. Especially with my Chicago Bulls. You have to show me. You have to do what, everybody? Put it on wax. That's it. Because you can very well find yourself in the mix of things. Number one, health is always included. We don't wish injury on anybody around this mofo. If you want to do that, that's your business, but we don't do that over here. So I'm saying that if all these guys are healthy, Monty Buzelis, you absolutely have a chance. Go out there and give yourself a fighting chance. And like I said before, you know where you're going. That's one of the best things that you can have. You know what goal for this season is on your mind as an individual. Most improved player. Night in, night out, go prove yourself. And then if you have a bad game, because every player has a bad game, I'm going to be curious and watching to see how you bounce back from said bad game. I gotta see it, bro. I can't see 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row of bad basketball play. And to be quite honest with you, I don't see that happen. But guys get in slumps all the time. Guys get in slumps all the time that extends out to however long it takes for that guy to get out of the slump. If you want to place yourself in this conversation and then eventually grasp that thing, you got to help your team win basketball games. And as an individual, you have to show up. You have to show up. And we're going to hold you to that standard over here. I don't normally speak for C-Dub, but y'all know. I'm pretty sure he's going to agree when I say, hey, Montes, we want you to win most improved player too. But, hey, game X versus whoever, you ain't played too well. What's the get back? What's the bounce back looking like? Okay, bet. You got to show me, brother. You got to put it on wax. But let me know how y'all feeling about that, man. Let me know how you feeling about Montes Buzelis. What chances does he have in this most improved player race? We especially name some names like Denny Avdija, Amin Thompson, School Henderson, and Benedict Mathurin. Let me know. Now we move on to, and this is one y'all can chime in right now. How much belief do you all have in the Chicago Bulls playing a physical style of play this upcoming season? Let me know. Let me know. Simply because this media day, the Chicago Bulls, everybody revisited the play-in loss to the Miami Heat. Everybody did. They revisited the play-in loss to the Miami Heat. And that's cool. I'm not mad at that. You can go ahead and you can gauge yourself to see what game led to your season ending, or what game or what moment led to things going disarray, or what game led to you guys getting on a hot start. I'm not opposed to any of that. But now that you're telling me, it goes back to what we always say over here on Shy Bulls podcast. Put it on wax, baby. If you want to go play a physical style, if you want to go play a physical style of play each and every night, there's a standard to uphold that. There is a way that you do that. Do you know how demoralizing it is to the opposing team when a team comes into their house, or they go visit a team on the road, and the team that they playing against is just beating them the hell up? Talking about in the painted area, talking about on the perimeter, talking about when they drive into the basket. Chicago Bulls, y'all ready for that? Y'all ready for that? I got one thing, y'all. Let me know if I'm nitpicking. Just let me know. This is not trying to take a shot at anybody. I feel like it's a legit question. Can the Chicago Bulls play physical defense without a defensive center? I feel like it's a legit question. I ain't say no names. Y'all know. Y'all know who it is. But it's a legit question. If the Chicago Bulls want to embrace physicality and grow into a more physical team, can they play physical defense without a physical center, a defensive anchor, a guy that don't really block shots like that? Can they do that? I feel like it's a legit question. I need to know. Now, I'm not saying that Nikola Vucevic can't turn back the clock a little bit or turn a new leaf and knock a couple motherfuckers on their ass or block a couple more shots. He blocked some shots. I'm not going to, negate that. But does the idea of adding Isaac Okoro give you this mentality that you want to play physical as just looking at the one player? Or do you look at Josh Giddey having to step up and play more physical brand of basketball? He does. Looking at Kobe White, he has to play more physical basketball. He does. Isaac Okoro, you have to maintain that. He does. Then you looking at Montes Buzelis. Hey, you want to be all defensive, my boy. You do. So he does. And then Nikola Vucevic. What's the leash on that? Can he step up and play a physical brand of basketball with these young pups? I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see it. Okay, so then when you come in with your players off the bench, Trey Jones, okay, young pit bull, okay. Ayodo Sumu, young pit bull, okay. Then we looking at Patrick Williams. I imagine he's gonna be coming off the bench. Patrick Williams, you gonna be the Patrick Williams from 2 years ago or the Patrick Williams from last year? Because the Patrick Williams from last year was bad on it. It wasn't terrible on defense, but it wasn't the defense that I expected or that he showed us from the last few seasons. So what we gonna get? Zach Collins? You that center that's gonna be right there for the second unit to play physical basketball. That's all I need to know. What is the belief level if the Chicago Bulls can play a physical brand of basketball? I believe that it comes with how you practice. So right now, it's very, very key for the Chicago Bulls to get it in order. But it's also a mentality thing. It's also an effort thing. It's also a Physical thing. It's also a physical thing because I think when you play a physical brand of basketball, you're going to have to give and take. You're going to have to sit in there and take them charges. You're going to have to sit up there and bang and bump in the paint. You're going to have to do that. Are they prepared to do it? You ask me, I ain't going to put it past them. But as we always say, ladies and gentlemen, put it on wax. That's all I say. I don't put nothing past anybody. You tell me, I'm going to say, all right, back. Show me. That's all I'm going to say. And once you don't follow up, once you don't live up to that standard, now new information brings new thoughts and opinions. I'll do my analysis then. But no games have been played, so I can't say absolutely not. They're not going to be able to play physical basketball. I can't say that right now. But what I can say is, okay, I hear y'all. I see what it is. I seen y'all go in last media day and say, we want to play with pace. You came out, you played with more pace. Now, this past media day that just happened a couple days ago, you said we want to be more physical. Okay. You improve your pace. Let's see if you can improve physicality. Show me. Simply put it on wax. But hey, that is it for me today, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell. And get ready to rock and roll for a Chicago Bulls season that we don't know is going how to go. We don't know what's going to happen. But the good thing is, we're going to be right here breaking it all down, covering it, and constantly pushing the content to make sure that you guys get our thoughts and get ready to have some damn fun with these live calls, man. It's always fun. Get ready to tune in, rock out, turn up, get cracking. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all always see red, and y'all already know. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. For sure.
Cognac. Gang.